Hi, how's everyone? Welcome. I hope I find you all well. Thank you for returning, and hello if you are new. It's a late night reading. The evening kind of got away from me, but it's going to be a short one. So, that's going to be good because I've been trying so hard to find a way to keep these readings under an hour. So, let's try this. I got this style from the pick a card that we did the other night where I pulled one and then four and then one and then one and then we get the theme oracle deck later. That ended up being about 25 minutes for one reading. So I like that idea. We're going to try it this way. Let's hope that we can get the messages that we need. So for the collective tonight, no astrology. Oh, I forgot to check where the moon was. No astrology because I haven't looked it up. One second. Okay, where's the moon right now? Oh, that's why. So the moon is in Aries right now. And I always notice when the moon is in Aries, for myself, anyways, um, I'm feeling a little bit. Oh, she's got the zooms. I feel myself a little more powerful when the moon is in Aries. And of course, I mean, it's because that's that first spark. It's a fire sign. Fire signs are very kind of ego driven. I am a Cancer moon in my natal chart. So having the moon in a fire energy, it's familiar to me, but we can get a little full of ourselves. Like, I'm very, very forward with my opinion when the moon is in Aries. So yeah, we're feeling ourselves right now. I usually kind of take the night off when the moon is in Pisces because when the moon is in Pisces, I'm way too boohooey. I'm very emotional. And when the moon is in the water signs, I can't handle. I can't handle it very well. Um, Moon in Cancer, I boohooey for myself. Moon in Pisces, I mourn the state of the world. Like I'm attached to everything, the feelings, the emotions. It's a very broad kind of. I'm sad for people in general. When the moon is in Cancer, I'm sad for me. But when the moon is in Scorpio, I actually vibe with that a little bit better because even though Scorpio is a water sign, I give it honorary fire sign status because Scorpios are the ones that will tear shit down. They'll be emotional, but they're not, um, it's hard to explain. They're emotional about things, but they're proactive about it also. So I really like that. It's interesting though that they are a fixed sign. So, well, Leo is fixed also, and my moon is in Leo, and Leo's a fixed sign. So maybe I just do better when the moon is in fixed energy. Not sure. But the moon right now is in Aries, active fire. I am the shit. Recognize me. Um, I'm here for my needs. Now, that sounds selfish, and I mean, technically, Aries is the baby, the newborn baby of the zodiac. It's the fool. It's come out, it's enthusiastic, it's optimistic, it's got no obstacles that it can't ram its head through. That's why its symbol is the ram. They're very headstrong, they're very sure of themselves, they're very get out of my way. I need this, I want that, I'm going there. Aries is very strong, self esteem, high self esteem. But it's also linked to the root chakra. It's about survival mode. And in that energy, we tend to kind of mull over our needs. And that's really, really important. So even though some people say that are very self-centered, very egotistical, very me, like a baby, it's necessary. That is a necessary energy to be in. Self-preservation, survival, my needs. What do I need, right? Because if a baby didn't um if a baby wasn't concerned with their needs, I mean, life would end right there, right? There would be no way to continue if you didn't focus on you for the moment. So there's an energy of newness here, and when something is new it needs to be nurtured, and that's where the moon is right now. There's a newness here in the energy and it needs to be nurtured. So let's go to the cards. From the first light tarot we dropped the devil card. I think this has come out recently. There has been an energy in the collective of trying to break away from something that has had a hold on us for a while, okay? Um, I was getting that it was financial, money, assets, hard work, things like that, because a lot of pentacles have been coming out along with it. And this is no different. Now we're getting a progression of the energy. So we've got the devil. The devil dropped first card, and it is it's about materialism, but being confined to structure, being confined to the structure that has promoted this um, confinement. It's being in chains about something. Okay, it's obligation. It could be a situation that you're stuck in. If it had to do with love, which we don't have any cups this time, but if it had to do with love, then it's the idea of being stuck in something that was good at one time, right? Even though we don't have cups, the devil is the corrupted lover's card. So there was at one point when it was still the lovers, which I think is a card number 6. When it was the lovers proper, there was commitment and joy and recognition, and it's not just the recognition is more like, I recognize you as a kindred soul. I respect you. I love you. I want to be with you. It's a choice. They chose something, or you chose something where the commitment to it was pure. It was made out of love. It was made out of care, concern, respect, and equality. That's the lover's card. But by the time the lovers get to the devil card, life has thrown it around a little bit. So those commitments that you had made in good faith at one point, now it is even though it says even though it's the lovers, it is just means it's a choice. In the old days, the lovers card had 3 people on it, and it was a person making a choice between 2 people. But it was trimmed down over the ages, and the lovers just became like a symbol of Adam and Eve, that first choice to go into this new arrangement, commitment, or whatever. So there is a situation that you are now obligated to be in, where when you first entered into it, the commitment you made was out of good faith. This is going to be great. I love this choice. We're going to do this. It's equitable. It's sweet. It's the lovers before life has a chance to ruin the love. Okay? Now, yeah, a loss of freedom, fear, and confinement. Okay, so we're confined to something that we had committed to in good faith that now is a bad situation. It could be toxic in some way, it could be bad for your health, it could be draining your finances, it could be derailing you from finding um, a love that's more appropriate now. Like I said, a lot of things can change in a relationship, whether it's a relationship with people, or a relationship with your work, or a relationship with yourself. It could be any kind of commitment or relationship, okay? I also include work there, because you commit yourself to a job, or um, a company or what you commit yourself to this work, right? You're committing yourself to something in good faith because you have something to offer and it can support you. That's the basics of a good relationship. So something is sour here in the relationship. The next card I drew four from the Rider-Waite. And the first card you dropped was the Seven of Pentacles, which means investment and waiting, but it's waiting too, right? It's okay. So this person is looking over something that they planted. There's not much to do. You got to cut back the weeds. You got to make sure it's not rotted. You got to water it. You got to tend to it. But there's not much really you can do while the fruit is ripening. You're just waiting. You're waiting and you're tending to it and you're hoping for the best. So there is a situation here that you're committed to and you've invested a lot in it. Seven of Pentacles. There was, anybody who's had a garden knows the sweat and the it can be backbreaking. It can be very strenuous on the body. It can get expensive if you're buying all the tools and getting the right soil and buying everything you need. It can get expensive. That's investment in something that you want to grow to something really good in the future. So this represents commitment. What did I say? Investment, reward for a noble goal. That's the thing. When you entered into this relationship, it was for noble, good reasons. A good, what did I say before? Shoot, I drew a blank. You had, um, your heart was in the right place with it, right? Your thoughts were in the right place. Your goals were in the right place. So this person is looking at this, what has already grown. It's not ready yet to harvest. It's still in the works. So somebody is still in this commitment of investing in something that they are now bound to. The good thing, though, however, is the devil showed up twice in this reading, but this time, next to the investment, it's in reverse, which means you're freeing yourself from that toxic side of the commitment. They're showing me somebody who is just restructuring their investment. You're taking the energy away from what has become toxic and you're putting it into something that will be better. Okay? Um, I'm being told that for a lot of us, it's to reinvest in ourselves, yourself, whoever is watching. Let me do my opening spiel here. Remember, please, not all messages will resonate for every person. So leave what doesn't resonate now, but keep it in mind because it might make sense at a later time because you are all at different points in your timelines and in the timeline proper. I can read the script, but I can't tell you which character you all individually play or where you choose to stand on the stage. Okay? I can only read the script. And the script is saying there is something toxic that you're bound to, that you invested a lot of time in, a lot of sweat, a lot of money, a lot of effort, sleepless nights. All of that commitment went into this, and now it's toxic. Now it's chains. And you chose it in the beginning because you went into it in good faith. Okay? The good thing about the devil card is that the chains are on the lovers very loosely. They also want me to pause and tell you that hang on. It could be they wanted me to emphasize something about the toxic relationship. Like I know we have pentacles here and it can be financial, but if it's a love relationship, it has become poisonous now. You're drained, you're confined. There has been a running energy underneath of the readings lately about gaining freedom. Okay, freedom from something that had you chained down. And like I said, a lot of pentacles have come out. So it could have been a job. It could have been some kind of financial commitment, something you invested in. It could be you went into business with someone. It could be that you entered into some kind of contractual relationship, whether that's a marriage or a business or an understanding, a handshake, a kiss on it, whatever. You entered into some kind of dependency, codependency, they're saying. It became codependency. Okay, so now if somebody wants to break away, or if that support ends, somebody else is going to be defensive about it, gonna fight about it. And that's coming out here with the Queen of Wands and the Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is arguing, rivalry, strife, conflict, and confrontation. So here we've got devil energy in the upright. That's the confinement. And then we've got the Seven of Pentacles. That's looking back on your investment. Then you've got the devil reversed. That's the freedom from this toxicity. You're finally literally throwing off the chains. Because, right, like I said, the devil or the lovers is a choice. And when it gets to the devil, it's still a choice because the chains are not on them tight. They're on there willingly. You have willingly been enslaved somehow. And like I said, you entered into it in good faith. So you accepted those chains because at the time, maybe they weren't chains. Maybe they were beautiful ribbons. Maybe they're showing me when someone gets handfasted and you wrap the cord or the shawl or the rope or the belt or whatever, you wrap something around the two hands to bind them, and it's entered into, like I said, with love and acceptance and joy and looking towards a bright future. But now, coming to the devil, it's toxic now. Okay, now with the devil reversed, you're throwing those chains off. This is liberation. It's liberation, regaining control, and being released. See, there's the other thing there. Like I said, that running theme of liberation. The Tower came up yesterday, and the Tower is also liberation. The devil is ruled by Capricorn. What's going on in Capricorn right now? I know in tropical astrology, which is mainstream astrology, Pluto just entered Aquarius. But in sidereal astrology, which is what your astronomy apps will show you, the true sky, Pluto just entered Capricorn. Yeah, it's like 19 minutes into Capricorn. I tend to favor sidereal astrology because I'm a space nerd and I like the sky being, I like going by what the sky says. Tropical astrology, the zodiac is shifted one sign backwards, forwards, so it's off. Right now the moon would be in Pisces, but so Pluto has just entered Capricorn in sidereal astrology, which means the god of the dead is dragging us through our sector of reputation, career, investments, work ethic, things that we have commitment to. That's the devil energy. And the devil is not ruled, but it represents Capricorn. Saturn is an aspect of death. And now Saturn, the Reaper proper, is visiting Capricorn, its own sign. No, Saturn, no, Pluto. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm getting them mixed up. Pluto rules Scorpio. Pluto is the underworld. So where Saturn, the ruler of Capricorn, represented by the devil card, Saturn is the reaper. He comes through and he collects the dead. Okay? He reaps the harvest. And what do we have here but the Seven of Pentacles waiting for the harvest, right? But it's toxic. He comes through and he collects what is no longer serving us. All right? Now that's the Saturn energy. That's the devil energy. Let it go. You got to let it go. It's weeding the garden. Okay? You got to weed out what is choking out your progress. That's what this is. Um the idea that Pluto, which rules the underworld, he's Hades. He's not the reaper, but he is the god of the holding place where the dead goes. What Saturn, the Grim Reaper, brings the dead to the underworld. The underworld actually is Hades, represented by the planet Pluto, which right now is in Capricorn, ruler of the devil card. Okay, I think I summed that up. So there is definite power here. There's power here. These are powerful movers. The outer planets are very slow, powerful planets. Pluto included, even though it's tiny, its energy is powerful because he is the bringer of transformation, liberation in the devil card. Liberation. Devil reversed, liberation. Something needs to transform. The problem that we come across is that after we've invested into something so deeply, we don't want to let it go because we keep hoping that under the weeds, under the rot, under the decay, something will grow. And it will. But you have to remove the dead tissue first. You have to liberate your investment from what is choking it out. That's what this is telling, okay? Liberate yourself. You might be the investment that needs to be made. Reinvest in yourself. Take your energy from the toxic relationship and reinvest in yourself. There's freedom here and release and regaining of control for you. The next card we have here is that Queen of Wands. This is Sagittarius energy. It could be Leo or Aries. We've got fire energy, but I tend to give the court cards, the King and Queen, to the older of the signs. So that would make this Sagittarius. But you could have Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius in your chart, or you could be dealing with a Queen of Wands. Now, when I say queen, it doesn't necessarily mean a woman or a female. This is energy, okay? So it could be a masculine Leo or Sagittarius, but in their feminine energy. Like I said, gender ain't shit but boobs and wieners. Energy is different, okay? This is creativity and liveliness. This is a beautiful energy. She's invigorated, that's the word. So, to speed things up a little bit, we've got the devil here, Seven of Pentacles, the devil reversed. You're releasing yourself from something that you invested in that turned toxic. And when you reinvest, that's the devil reversed, then you enter into this Queen of Wands energy. Now there is another message coming through for others in the collective, but let me finish this first. Then you enter into this beautiful reinvigorated, I hope that's a word, energy. Queen of Wands. She's sure of herself. She's bright. She's healthy. She's active. She's optimistic. She's a go-getter. She knows what she wants. If this is a relationship, sometimes the Queen of Wands is interpreted as the karmic lover, okay? So this could be the person that you have invested in or with that turned out to be toxic. But if that were the case, I think she would have come out reversed because that's the feminine in her toxic energy. This just feels like somebody who has regained their energy, regained their life force. That's the word I always look for her. They regain that life force, okay? So this is, I mean, it literally says you're in something toxic. Look at what you invested in. You can liberate yourself from it, reinvest in yourself, and regain your health, regain your vitality, regain your creativity. However, The next card that came out is the Five of Wands. You releasing yourself from whatever this is going to cause a conflict. It could be conflict within you. You're conflicted. You're conflicted with yourself. There's rivalry here, though. There's arguing and contention and strife. And I know that there's a lot of Capricorn energy here. We've got two Devil cards, and we got the Seven of Pentacles. That's technically, I think, Virgo. But there's a lot of, oh, and then we've got the Three of Pentacles at the end, okay? That's Taurus. So there's a lot of Earth energy here. A lot, which is definite commitment, investment, and stability. Okay, so you're realizing there's something in the stability that's not quite so stable, and you're liberating yourself from it, or you have the opportunity to liberate yourself from it. But here is the fighting about it. Now, for some in the collective, this is internal struggle. Although maybe if it was no, it could be internal struggle, or it's fighting against the other element in this relationship. If it's fighting against work, or it's fighting against family, or if it's fighting against your partner, there's contention here. It could be fighting against yourself. Okay? But something about this liberation that's going to be so good for you is causing conflict somewhere else. The question you have to ask yourself is, do you care? Do you have the energy to care about that anymore? You know that if you give in, you're going to come circle right back around and be back in devil energy. Because the people who suck the life out of you need you. And maybe if you're trying to break away from a relationship that's toxic, they're going to come crying to you, I need you. I can't do anything without you. What are you doing to me? Why are you leaving this? It could be a boss too. Think about it. Why are you quitting? I need you. The company needs you. Yeah, well, you're sucking the life out of me. And that can go for a relationship too. Why are you doing this? I need you. Yeah, well, you're sucking the life out of me. I'm not healthy. I'm not mentally healthy. I'm conflicted. My life force energy is dwindling. I'm fucking dying here. And you don't care. Right? That's the conflict. The last card you got here is the Three of Coins. And this is from the Tarot of the Divine. So it's a fairy tale card. But the Three of Coins is recognition. Finally, okay, you finally see of your own competence. This is recognition, competence, skill, worth, talent, and quality work. You know what you're worth. Okay? You know you're worth more than this. You know your hard work is worth more than this. You know your talents are worth more than this. Your health is worth more than this. All right. Now, in this story, I think it's either from Nepal or Tibet. All right. There are these two ogres, and they come down from the mountains. And it just occurred to me recently that because they're hairy and they're ugly. Right, the two ogres, a male and a female, and they come down out of the mountains and they go into the village and they snatch one of the kids, but it's not for anything nefarious. They snatch who they see talent in, so that they can bring them back to the mountains and teach them special skills. And they only accept the ones that show great skill or great talent, great ability to learn, hardworking ethic. They know that this kid or this whoever they choose is going to put in the effort and the respect into learning these ways. Okay, so you could have in your energy somebody who sees talent in you, sees the opportunity. There's a different word I'm looking for. They see potential. They see potential in you, and they may want to bring you in to teach you something new. Okay, but maybe somebody thinks that you learning this new thing will liberate you, and that's where the conflict comes in. Okay, that there are a lot of people in the collective that, like I said, I don't know what character you play. I don't know where you stand. I don't know where in the energy you are. The script is saying there's an opportunity to bring your talents to something else, okay, and be recognized for it. That's the key to this card. The key to the Three of Pentacles is that you have devoted time, effort, and learning, that's Pentacle energy, into creating something or becoming something. And at the three, you're getting recognition for what you put into it. Whereas over here in Devil energy, you aren't getting any of that. You weren't getting encouragement. You weren't getting help. You weren't getting recognition. You weren't getting a leg up. You weren't getting anything like um, that would expand your knowledge on how to do it better. You weren't getting any of that kind of support. As soon as you released yourself, Devil in reverse, and it took back your power, Queen of Wands, and got through the conflict, Five of Wands, here you are now back at the Three of Coins in a state of recognition for your hard work. Okay? But you're not going to get there if you're still bound in a relationship or situation that became toxic. You must release yourself. Okay? The Ancestor Oracle card here we dropped was the moon. That's why I had to look up where the moon is. The moon in tropical right now is in Aries. We're full of ourselves. We're proud of ourselves. We know what we need. We know what we want. We know where we're going. However, that devil energy is definitely something that might keep us from going towards what we want. The Aries energy will give our hearts the gumption to do it, the desire to do it. The I know I can do it. I want to. I have the energy. God, I'm so dedicated to doing this. But then we've got devil energy here, which is really powerful obstruction to that movement. Okay, so we dropped the moon card from the Ancestor Oracle deck, and it says take note of intuitive messages. Okay, so that's good. I mean, we have a lot of pentacle energy, we have some fire energy, and yeah, but there's not a lot of reconnecting to your inner self in this spread. At least in this is just very 3D, which is fine, but you're being reminded to, oh, let me turn down the brightness here for a second so that the card doesn't look all washed out. It's going to get dark for a second, just so we can see the next card. Oh, that kind of looks cool. I like that color scheme. So we've got the moon. Oh, that's pretty. It says use your intuition, practice discernment, see through illusion and blockages. Damn, that's that devil energy. And that, you know what the illusion could be is, I do have a Queen of Wands here, which technically could be a karmic. They tend to like to weave illusion of, oh, I need you. Oh, we have a good thing here. I mean, yeah, it's not easy, but we're dedicated, right? It's all those kinds of words that are going to try to keep you from taking that chain off. So this says, lunar energies are surrounding your life, allowing you to understand what is standing in your way. Not everything is as what it seems, and you're being guided to use your discernment. When the moon appears, intuitive and psychic urges are increased. So take note of any feelings arising at this time. They are messages from your soul and your angels. The moon shines her light on all that has been kept in the dark. So ask yourself if you're avoiding anything or refusing to deal with something of importance. If so, it could be holding you in the shadows when your destiny is to be in the light. If this card appears when you feel someone isn't being completely real with you, know that their intentions will be revealed. The moon has no secrets. She reveals all. That's the thing. We have a lot of fire energy here with the Queen of Wands and the Five of Wands. Now, um, three, Queen is the Sagittarius, but the five could be Leo, and Leo is ruled by the Sun, very egotistical. The Sun is the ego. Okay, it's the masculine energy, but the Moon is the feminine energy. She is the subconscious. She is what's hidden underneath the ego. And wherever the moon is in your chart or wherever it transits during, the month, that is asking you to look in those areas and illuminate what the ego has been overshadowing or over brightening, whatever. Something in the ego has been too loud, and when the moon comes through, she's asking you to see underneath the ego. That came to me, I think, in the last eclipse cycle when we had a solar eclipse when the moon moves in front of the sun and everything looks completely different. It's daytime, but it's dark and it's kind of weird. But that is exactly the energy of the moon, when the moon comes out, the moon card or whatever in the tarot, it's asking you to kind of lift up the day, lift up the light, lift up and look underneath. What is actually under there? What's the illusion? Okay? So you're being asked to look to not neglect your intuition. Don't neglect. It's also the moon also rules cycles and rhythms and time. Okay, she rules Cancer, which is the mother, and Leo represents the father, authority versus like that motherly nurturing. Okay, that nurturing again with that Seven of Pentacles. So the moon cycle asks you to um check yourself. I mean, not in a bad way. Like check yourself, not like that, but touch base with yourself and be honest with yourself about what kind of cycles you allow yourself to remain in. Maybe you see we've got the devil investment and the devil reversed, but then if you come back, you let this conflict be your obstruction, you'll come back around to the devil. So, are you trying to liberate yourself from something, but every time you do, you listen to the people who want to keep you bound, and then you're like, okay, well, I'll give it 6 more months. I'll give the relationship this. I'll give the job this much time. And that might be a cycle that you're stuck in. So the moon is asking you to go underneath your ego. Set that aside for a minute. That could be the chains keeping you there. I have to do this because I'm the provider, or I have to do this because I made a commitment. I made a promise. I made vows. Go underneath of that and figure out what exactly is keeping you there. And you might have to fight yourself in order to get free. Okay? Are you the devil energy, or are you allowing yourself to stay in that devil energy? You know what I mean? Are you fighting yourself to keep yourself in the toxicity just because I made a promise? Right? Because when you release it, then you've got this Three of Coins at the end, which is recognition of your talents. This is a relationship. You enter into another condition. Now you have these two back here. This represents somebody or something teaching you new things. Okay, so this is because they see in you that you have the talent to progress. All right, maybe that's you. Maybe you are finally the one who sees that you have talent to progress and you're fighting for your freedom in order to do that. Okay? I hope this is resonating. Hang on, we got one more step. I hope this is reaching you for your highest. The messages are reaching you for your highest good. If you're vibing with my content, please take a moment to leave a like, share, subscribe. It helps the algorithm get my content seen. I'm really shooting to maybe go towards 100 subscribers, hopefully by summer. You can help me do that if you share my content and give me a like. Um, in the description, you'll find my email for donation links. I am open for personal readings. My email is in the description, and I can do birth chart inquiries. And for any smaller donation, I would love to do a 3-card spread for you as a thank you. Email, Venmo, Cash App in the description. I appreciate any and all feedback. Yeah, leave comments, please. Nobody ever leaves me comments. Do you like the style? Do you like, the setup? Do you like my messages? Do you like that I stutter? Leave me a comment, please. A signal boost, a donation, anything, any kind of interaction. Thank you so much for spending this time with me. Spirit, can we get some final oracle messages for the collective, for this group that's trying to liberate? I don't think you unworthy, but I need a moment to liberate. That might be something that you actually have to say to someone. I do not think you're unworthy. I don't think you're, I just need different and I need to be free. That might be something you have to say to somebody. Okay, we got 2 there. Sorry, these are loud, I know. Oh, we got 1 there. I might retire that card. It's looking a little worn. Let's get a few more. Plus, my hands are dry, so they're not popping out as well as I would hope. There's 1. There's another. You need a couple more. There's 1. Let's see what we got so far. So we've got these 2 that came out stuck together. Oh, female family member. Okay. Female. Let me think about that, because usually I try to get some messages for you from there. That's somebody who is passed on. So we've got a female family member that has already passed on. That's in your energy. I can't take that. I can't swear. Okay, indecision. Illusion. You know why I'm laughing is because I had to file through this deck earlier today to find this card because I had to show it to somebody. I can't believe it popped out, but it's funny because earlier today I'm like, what if during my reading today that damn illusion card actually pops out? That's hilarious that it really did. So let me get a couple more. They want me to keep Be Shiny. Okay, I'll keep it. We've got this card called Be Shiny. My niece drew that one. Okay. But it means allow yourself to really shine. Okay. I have a feeling that with this double devil energy and this conflict card, people have been really diminishing their shine in order to walk the line, toe the line, be part of the team or whatever. It's saying in that Queen of Wands energy, if she's not the karmic that's bitching at you that you want to go, then this is the fiery energy that you need to allow yourself to shine. Okay? Because that 3 of coins is just begging to recognize you and your hard work and your talents, your competence, your skill, your worth. That's the thing, your worth. And that is definitely part of the Queen of Wands energy. I'm worth it. She's worth it. You're worth it. It's worth it. Pluto. What did I say? Pluto makes an appearance in sidereal astrology. Pluto is dragging ass through Capricorn, which is the devil card here. It is the underworld, but it's creative destruction. He rules Scorpio. Transformation. This is purging and allowing room for evolution. That is beautiful energy, okay? Tap into that Pluto energy, that transformation. This is death and rebirth, but it could hurt. It could hurt, but that doesn't mean it's going to hurt forever. And that doesn't mean that it's not worth it. Pluto is literally called the wrecking ball. So let the wrecking ball come through, because underneath of it, you're shining. Is that all? You don't want a couple more? That's it. Self-reliance. Don't be afraid to fly solo. I'll take that one. And that'll be the end. Okay. What did I want to say? Oh, yeah. So the illusion. Something was not what it seemed. This is the bamboozle card. Maybe there was something about, like I said, there was something about that relationship that was not as it seemed. Now we have indecision here, where you can't really decide if you can go, if you can change, if you want to change, if it's safe to change. I mean, you don't know. Usually, when this comes out, this is like Seven of Cups energy, which is like the vision board. You're looking up at the cups and you're choosing what you want. But this is like it's also, these feel like bubbles to me, and it kind of like feels like a very cloudy kind of mind, like I don't know how to explain it. Like indigestion, but in the mind. Does that make sense? I don't know. Um, Female family member. That's the one I wanted to. Okay. There's a mother or a niece, daughter, sister, granddaughter, friend, grandma, aunt, something like that. Feminine energy. I think they want to bring that nurturing, supportive, loving, soft energy to you. Apple Card is the perfect card for your holiday I shopping. Hate ads. When you use Apple Card on your iPhone, sorry about the ad. So, I heard someone say, listen to your aunt. I don't know if this is like a mother talking to her child about listening to her sister, your aunt. Listen to your aunt. I heard, I know what you're going through. That's from grandma. I heard you're better than this. That's from mom. That's what I got. I heard listen to your aunt. I know what you're going through, and you're better than this. Okay? That's what I have. Thank you, everyone, for sticking with me. I'm glad it was a little shorter this time. I'm going to really clean this up and get better at this spread. I like this. So I'll see you again in a couple days. Thank you for sticking with me until I see you again. Okay, thanks. Bye.